December 31st den som sent maj, anniversary. Title 25. Military aviation is rocked by a quiet but seismic announcement. A news anchor interrupts regular programming. Rolls-Royce confirms a secret engine upgrade for the Saab Gripen E, codenamed Arctic Wolf. The new engine reportedly delivers unmatched performance in extreme cold, rewriting the rules for Arctic air power. NATO and defense contractors are blindsided. The F-35's dominance is suddenly in question. A defense analyst admits, "No one saw this coming. The secrecy is unprecedented." If these specs are real, the Gripen is now a direct Arctic competitor. For Canada, locked in debate over replacing its aging CF-18s, the Arctic Wolf Gripen E is a game-changer. The jet is designed not just to survive, but to thrive in the north. The news forces Ottawa to reconsider its entire defense procurement strategy. The decision is no longer about which jet is best, but which is best for Canada's unique needs. The broadcast ends with uncertainty. How will the US respond? What does this mean for NATO unity? And is this the answer to Canada's Arctic sovereignty challenge? The Arctic Wolf's unveiling is more than a technical feat. It's a geopolitical earthquake. It signals a shift in power, forcing nations to look north with new urgency. The silent roar of the Gripen's engine is about to echo across the Arctic. The era of uncontested air power is over. It started with a dry, technical press release on the Rolls-Royce website, successful completion of F414 engine enhancement program. Most ignored it, but defense insiders immediately recognized its significance for the Saab Gripen E. Buried in jargon were claims of non-afterburning thrust, drastic fuel savings, and cold starts at 50 degrees Celsius, revolutionary leaps, not minor tweaks. Analysts scrambled to verify the data. Within hours, urgent briefings reached the highest levels of government. The Pentagon and NATO were caught off guard. How had this project stayed secret? The F-35, long the centerpiece of Allied air power, now faced a formidable, unexpected rival. The press release, hidden in plain sight, was a masterstroke of operational security. For years, the project, codenamed Project Scotty, was masked as routine engine research. No leaks, no rumors, no trade show hints. Rolls-Royce and Saab had played a flawless hand. The revelation wasn't just about hardware, it was a statement of European intent and innovation. The defense world was forced to reassess its assumptions overnight. The quiet press release became a thunderclap in the halls of power. Europe had proven it could still compete and keep its secrets. The Arctic Wolf was now impossible to ignore. Project Scotty began as a challenge. Could Rolls-Royce build an engine to dominate the Arctic? A hand-picked team worked in secrecy, reimagining jet propulsion for the world's harshest environment. They tackled cold-induced brittleness, thickened fuels, and unreliable batteries from the ground up. Advanced ceramic matrix composites, synthetic lubricants, and a smart fuel injection system were developed. The breakthrough, a jet that could start reliably after hours on a frozen runway. All upgrades were hidden within standard engine deliveries, tested in disguised rigs. Funding was masked as general efficiency research. When the time came, the new tech was quietly integrated. No outward sign of the revolution inside. Project Scotty was a triumph of engineering and secrecy. The Arctic Wolf engine was ready for its moment. NATO headquarters reeled. The F-35 had been the alliance's cornerstone, until now. The Arctic Wolf Gripen E forced a total reassessment. Military planners who once dismissed the Gripen now faced a new reality. A European jet could outperform America's best in the Arctic. The F-35's focus on stealth and sensors was suddenly questioned. Was it built for the North? Canada, under pressure to buy American, now had a credible, tailor-made alternative. Ottawa gained leverage, pausing its decision. For smaller NATO members, the Gripen's lower cost and sovereign operation were a welcome disruption. No more dependence on US approval for upgrades or maintenance. The Arctic Wolf's debut injected real competition and gave nations more control. Europe's innovation was alive and well. The future of air power would not be a monopoly. The rules had changed. The Arctic is central to Canada's identity, history, and security. Its vast northern frontier is home to indigenous peoples and immense natural resources. Melting ice is opening new sea lanes and economic opportunities, but also new security challenges. The region's oil, gas, and minerals are drawing global interest, including from Russia and China. Canada must assert sovereignty and protect its interests in this increasingly crowded space. The Northwest Passage's status is disputed. The U.S. sees it as international waters. To enforce its claim, Canada needs persistent presence and rapid response capability. Defending the Arctic is about upholding international order and national sovereignty. Only a strong, capable presence will ensure Canada's claims are respected. The Wright fighter jet is now a matter of national destiny. The Canadian Arctic's vastness and lack of infrastructure make defense uniquely challenging. Jets must cover immense distances with few bases. Range and fuel efficiency are critical. The brutal cold can cripple machinery. Jets must start and operate reliably after exposure to 50 degrees OC. Maintenance in Arctic conditions is a logistical nightmare. Simplicity and reliability are essential. Sovereignty requires persistent surveillance and rapid interception across a sprawling, hard-to-monitor region. Few runways are pristine. Jets must operate from short, rugged strips. In the north, fighters operate largely alone. Self-sufficiency is vital. A small logistical footprint and minimal maintenance crew are necessities, not luxuries. Complex, high-maintenance jets are impractical for Arctic realities. The ideal Arctic fighter is tough, efficient, and independent. It must match the resilience of the people who call the North home. The right choice will define Canada's ability to defend its Arctic frontier. The F-35 is a stealth marvel, designed for networked warfare and deep strikes, but its high cost and maintenance needs make it ill-suited for Arctic deployment. Sensitive stealth coatings require climate-controlled hangars, impractical in the north. The Arctic Wolf Gripen E is built for efficiency, reliability, and independence. It can operate from short runways, be serviced by small crews, and is ready for rapid redeployment. For the price of one F-35, Canada could buy multiple Gripens and fly more patrol hours. Operational costs are less than half per flight hour. The Gripen offers full technology transfer. Canada could maintain and upgrade its fleet independently. The F-35 ties operators to US-controlled networks and upgrades. The choice is stark fewer, costlier jets with dependency, or a larger sovereign fleet tailored for the North. For a nation valuing independence, the Gripen E is a compelling option. The debate is about more than jets. It's about control. The F-414 RRG engine's revolution rests on 4 pillars. First, enhanced Arctic supercruise, supersonic flight without afterburner, optimized for cold, dense air. New composite fan blades and advanced aerodynamics mean faster intercepts and longer patrols. Second, radical cold weather reliability. The instantaneous start module keeps the engine ready at 50 degrees Celsius, eliminating external heaters and slashing scramble times. Third, extended range and fuel efficiency. Ceramic matrix composites allow hotter, more efficient operation, more thrust, longer missions, fewer refuels. Fourth, reduced maintenance footprint. Modular design and predictive sensors mean quick swaps and fewer unexpected failures. For Canada, this means more jets ready to fly, fewer technicians needed, and longer reach into the Arctic. The F-414 RRG is not just an engine, it's a force multiplier for Arctic defense. The Gripen E's new heart is built for the North's unforgiving demands. Every feature is tailored for real-world operations, not just specs on paper. The result, unmatched readiness and flexibility. The Arctic Wolf is more than a jet, it's a strategic advantage. The Arctic Wolf Gripen E forces Canada to choose alliance integration or strategic independence. The F-35 means deep NATO and NORAD ties, seamless interoperability, and collective defense, but also dependency on US priorities. The Gripen E offers full control, tailored for Canada's Arctic needs and true sovereignty over its fleet. This is more than a procurement decision, it's about Canada's identity and future. Is Canada a loyal ally, or a self-reliant northern nation? The Arctic Wolf challenges the idea that alliance priorities always align with national interests. The debate pits interoperability against a made-in-Canada defense policy. The choice will shape Canada's defense and global role for decades. The world is watching. The next move is Canada's.